Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Catalytic Connections. And today we have a very special show. This show it's about self-care, and I know I talk about it when it comes to the mind and doing things like that, but I rarely talk about it when it comes to the body and some of the other aspects, because I usually do mindset work. That's what I do. And so on this show, we're going to talk about self-care today. And you're probably wondering, who am I? I am Dr. Tammy, your success catalyst and strategist. I help you move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. And today I have a very special co-host. She's going to help me deliver this information because this is her area of expertise. She is Miss Shawntai Lister-Mitchel. And Shawntai and I go way back to when we were little. I won't go so far as saying diapers, but pretty close. And we grew up together in the same town. We grew up in the same church. We grew up together. And so we have kept in touch. And then we lost, like you do when you go to college, you lose touch. You still kind of keep up with people, but you kind of lose touch. And so when she's been in business a very long time, and I'm going to let her tell you like how long, but she's been in business a very long time. And it wasn't until I finished school that I decided that I was going to start my business around 2016. And so we connected maybe a few months after that because we ended up in the same circles again. So we started live streaming and doing things live and hanging out live, and had our shows. We did Pass the Cast together. We were supporting each other tremendously. And so we have recently decided, let's do that. It's been a minute. Let's do that again. So what I have done is invited her on this show. And if you have never joined, this is episode 2 of Catalytic Connections. If you've never joined the show is about the connections we make in our life and the connections we make in business and the connections we make that change who we are or inspire who we are, motivate what we do and how we do it. And so this show is about those connections that transform us, because my platform is all about teaching and transforming. And so she's going to teach us a little bit about what she does in skincare and how to take care of ourselves and our body. And of course, hopefully you'll see some transformation. I think she have a few things to show you as well. So I'm going to bring her in. If you have not shared this out, please share it out. Please if you're on Periscope, hit those 3 dots and share it. If you're on Facebook, please tag someone in the comments and put their name, and or you can share on your page if this fits your brand and message. So, all right. So y'all ready? Without further ado, my co-host for today, Shawntai Lister-Mitchel. Here she is. Hey!
Good morning.
Hey, how are you? Good morning. It is morning. We're in Central Time Zone, and it's
Right.
10 a.m. And so for those of you, it may be really early. And for those of you, it may be almost noon, just about. So we are going to talk about self-care and for the mind and body. More the body, but we are going to talk about how that impacts how we think and feel. So I want Shawntai to introduce herself before we start going through the different pieces and sharing our tips, tricks, and strategies. Go ahead, Shawntai.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Shawntai Lister-Mitchel, and I am the owner, founder, and formulator of Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care. And we are a natural bath, body, and skincare line. And we use a combination of natural, organic, and locally sourced ingredients infused in herbal remedies. And so I'm so happy to be doing this with Tammy. For those of you that follows us, that have followed us for a while, we used to go live every week. And then what did you say? It was every single week. And so we used to go live, and it was the Chronicles. And so we're kind of starting back that process of going live again, especially during this time. We just want to reach out to everybody I definitely want to just check, and I know Tammy wants to check and make sure that everyone is doing well and that your family is doing well. This is a tough time for some, and so we just want to kind of come on in weekly if we can, maybe monthly. I'll join her. It just depends on what we discuss. And just give you some tips. Last week, I don't know if you all had the opportunity to watch the replay, but Tammy and I actually shared resources uh, concerning the stimulus package if you are a business owner. I know there's a lot of small business owners, and if it's impacted larger companies, I know that it's impacted smaller companies. So sole proprietors, small business owners, there is information for you. So whenever we go live, we want to share information with you and just help you as best as we can. So please make sure you go and you watch the replay of what we discussed with those funds, because people are giving webinars and all kinds of information. There's a lot of resources out there, and I know I've applied for some being a small business owner. So hope you guys enjoy the session today, and we're so happy that you're joining us.
Yes, we are. And I'm over here sharing it out. So if you haven't shared this out, click share, share this out onto your platform. Tag somebody in the comments if you just want to tag a few people that this will, you think they would enjoy it and benefit from our discussion today. And hey, listen, if you have not said hello to us, please say hello to us in the comments. Please say hello to us now. We love to know that you're here and say hello to you, because and the platform that we're using, if you don't say hello to us in the comments, we won't know you're here. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hey
Hello.
there, Kev's Creations. Thank you. And make sure you follow others in the building that you may find that their content would benefit you as well. So thank you all for being here. Okay, so let's talk about what I think, what my platform is about, and what I encourage you to do. So I'm going to share just a little bit about before Shawntai, because we have a lot to talk about with Shawntai. So I'm going to bring her back in just a moment. We're going to give her the opportunity to share as well. And we're just going to talk about some things that I want you to kind of pay attention to, that as far as the mind. So let's talk about that first. So those of you that are joining us, if you have not, this is a great time. Now, wait a minute. Let me just say, I know the world is opening back up. Hey there, Ina, how are you? So I know the world is opening back up. And of course, my state, yesterday, our governor made the announcement that we're about to get back moving and shaking. So I know that. However, I also know that during this time, some of us have discovered and uncovered something about ourselves. And not only what Shawntai is going to address with our skin and our body and hair. Oh my goodness, hair. We've learned some things about that and what we should what we needed during this time when we were at home and didn't have access to those things. But the other thing that I'm hoping that you will start doing, if you haven't done, while there's time, and because this is something you should be doing all the time, is taking care of your mind and the way you're thinking and staying positive. And positivity only comes when you're intaking those things that are positive. So it's all about what you're reading. It's all about what you're consuming. Now, and not just reading, but consuming. And that consumption may be printed material, but it also can be who you're around and who you have access to, and the words and the tapes that are playing in your brain and what you are absorbing in that sense. So when you think about what you have been consuming during this time, I really want you to evaluate, is it positive or negative? And what have you done with that? Have you learned to push those things that have not been serving you to the outside? Have you noticed what has served you well and what has not? What are those things that you need to keep, and what are those things you need to get rid of? Who you need to keep, and who you need to get rid of. Because all of that takes into how we think, and what you think about, you bring about. You heard that cliche quote, and that is so true. And so if you're not intaking some positive things, so check out podcasts. There's podcasts that always have positive things, or that's really closely tied to your industry or what your goals are. So if you want to be a business owner, there's some for that. If you want to study history, there's some for that. So there's always something tied to what your interests are as well, or what your industry is and expertise is in. So you can always add to what you know and get other perspectives. Podcasts, the music you listen to, like even that, taking that in, how you are setting up for the rest of this quarter. So this is the 18th day of the second quarter. And I think about, when I plan and think about things, I think it in smaller chunks, like 90-day chunks. And what are you doing this quarter? What are you going to do for the next quarter? Now, once all this COVID stuff is over, what is it you're going to do? How are you planning? Do you have a strategy for how you're planning that? And part of that planning and strategy is looking at your vision and then affirming it. So affirmations are really huge. And what affirmations do you have posted in your bathroom, in your car, by your bed? Do you have those things? And if you follow me, because I want to give most of this time to Shawntai, but if you follow me, and you've seen the playbook is filled with all the strategies that I'm talking about right now. There's strategies for everything that I've mentioned. And if you have that, you can use that to plan your affirmations, your vision. You can even slowly strategize and set your goals and break that down into action to execute. And so that's something you should be doing in this time. So if you're doing the same thing that you were doing before we were all staying at home, then that's something I want you to really evaluate. Did you need that for your sanity? Did you need to chill out for your sanity? Or did you do that because you refused? Okay, because you didn't do other things. So that is something that I want you to think about when we talk about what are you doing for your mind? What are you intaking? Because what you consume is really important. And remember, what you think about, you bring about. So make sure that you set up your environment so you're positive, and those things that are positive are around you, whether it's what it is, who it is. Make sure that you think about that. So I'm done. I'm going to bring Shawntai on, and we're going to talk a little bit about the body and what she has and what she recommends for your body, including the hair. Hey there. Oops. Let me get this right. Hello. I'll get it right. All right. Let me see. I got her muted because I didn't know she was busy. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. So we talked a little bit about, oh, yes, and it's used. And it's used. I love it when it's used. Oh my goodness. That is the best. That is the best. Because look, when it's like this bothers me, right? This bothers me.
Wow.
But that's just my sample that I show. Y'all don't want to see my real one. My real one is probably as bad as hers. But yeah, that I love it. I love it. Now I need you to send me a picture of that, or post a picture of that.
I'll post it. But yeah, I'm sorry it's raggedy, but I use it all the time, and you see my little Post-its. Can you see?
I love it. I love it. I love it. That makes me smile. I tell you, that has made my day.
Absolutely. I love this. This has everything in it. Like, you can put information about your projects. You can keep up with what you eat. You can keep up with your diet. It's absolutely wonderful. And then there's calendars in there. And then you can use a pencil if you like, and then erase or make changes. It's really, really good. So I love it. I absolutely love it.
All right. And I was talking so much that I'm just so rude. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Shannon. How are y'all? Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. And I see we have like so many others in the room. So if you haven't said hello to us, say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Hey, so I love that. Oh, my goodness. I love it. I love it. Okay. But mine, oh my goodness, we don't even want to talk about it. So
everybody that's coming in, I can't Oh, I can see somebody came in. It just says Facebook user, so I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. And those are people from my group because I have a wellness group. So
Okay.
I'm streaming into the group. So the ones that don't have names is probably from the group. Everybody else will have a name. So just so you know.
Okay,
All right.
hello,
So
everyone.
tell us a little bit. What are your general tips for body? Before I know now, Shawntai has her own skincare and body care line, but we're
Right,
going to talk about that in just a moment. I want to talk about first what are just some general tips that you
right.
recommend for us during this time, and just in general, like just take good care of our skin and our body. What are some
Right.
things you recommend, just in general, and then we'll get to the products.
Okay, so what I want to talk about, I know that Tammy just talked to you guys about the mind, and it all starts in the mind. That's the most important thing. You know, you got to get it in your mind before you execute anything. And so this morning, after my prayer, I had my meditation time. And I know that some people pray, some people meditate, some people do both. But that is so important that every single day, even if you need to wake up a little bit early, most of us are at home right now. Hello, Deborah Henry. That's my auntie. Thank you for joining us. Um, some of us are just waking up really early in the morning. You know, some of us, our schedules are off, but it's so important. Go ahead and wake up in the morning, have your prayer and meditation time or whatever it is that you do. I had my music on after my prayer. And then with the manifesting more. And you know, this is really a good book. I'm serious, you guys. There's so much in here. And so I do a lot of journaling and a lot of projects, and I put down a lot of things that, you know, I pray over and it's actually manifested. So you want to write it down and make the vision plain. So journaling. This is the best time to journal because we have time now. We have a lot of time to write down, you know, some of our plans, some of the things that we dreamed about, our dreams and our goals. So please make sure you do that. You know, this is the time to set your intentions and to be very deliberate. So I've done that. Also, tea, you guys, you know, they've been recommending, you can go to the CDC website and they have all these wonderful recommendations. Tea is one of them, and I make my own tea and then I buy tea as well. But you can use tea for all kinds of things. And so, Tammy, did you want me to go over some of the things that I use tea for, or did you want me to wait?
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay, you guys. So I have my tea. Okay, I'm going to pour just a little bit more in here. And this is peppermint and also lavender. Okay, so I had my own little peppermint herbs. Can you guys hand me the lavender? I'm just going to show them the lavender herbs that I have. I have my helpers here today. Thank you so much, sweetie. Okay, so I have peppermint that I was able to get, and this was a while back from one of the farmers here, and then I just get it and rinse it off and then dry it. But this is lavender. Let me hold it this way so I'm not promoting any brand. But this is the lavender herbs, and so I just used my lavender and then also use my peppermint herbs. If you don't have herbs, you can just go to the store and you can get tea. You can get chamomile tea, peppermint tea, lavender tea. You can get combinations of tea. And I'm from Texas, like Tammy from Corpus Christi. And I know that at one time, one of our major grocery stores there is HEB. And I know at one time they had herbs there. So you guys can check that out if you're in Corpus Christi, Texas, or if you're in Texas with any of the HEB locations. And so I'm using this because normally if I have, let's just say, a little stomach ache. I don't have that now, but I'm just saying you can use lavender and peppermint for stomach aches. You can use the lavender because it's very calming and relaxing and it can help you sleep. And with peppermint, it actually helps whenever I have sinus congestion, any type of cold or flu. I use peppermint, and then I'll sometimes combine it with the lavender, like what I did today. That's going to help you with your sinuses. That's going to help you with the congestion. And then what I love about lavender is, and I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly, but it is spasmodic, and so it can help with the coughing. Okay, so that's one of the ways that you can use tea when you're drinking it. You can also use tea in your hair. Okay, so I still have some tea left, And what I'll do later on is just, put it in, like, you can put it in a squeeze bottle. You can put it in a spray bottle. And before you wash your hair, you can go ahead and just spray it in there, and then wash it out. And then do your conditioner, and then rinse your conditioner out. Or you can do it last if you want to do that. You can wash your hair, condition it, and then do your treatment if you want to, with your peppermint or lavender, and then just rinse it out. Okay. And so that's going to help to cleanse your scalp. The peppermint is so good as far as relieving itching, and it's also going to just create a healthy, clean scalp. And so you can use the peppermint, you can use the lavender. Do you have a website or store? Yes, I do. It's
I'm gonna put it on the screen.
And Tammy's going to put it in there as well. Another thing about peppermint is that it stimulates blood flow in the hair. And so I know that right now I've been kind of like running it's like a little campaign about clean scalp equals healthy hair at any length. You just want to make sure that your hair during this time, especially during this time, is clean, that it is thoroughly moisturized, so you're preventing breakage and damage and things like that. And so those are some of the tips that I have. You can drink the tea, you can use it in your hair, and you can also use it in the bath. Like I said, lavender is very relaxing. So a lot of times I'll just get I'm trying to figure out if what it's called. Oh, it's an herbal ball, and they have smaller ones and larger ones, and you should be able to get it. It should actually be at the grocery store, and you can put your own herbs in there. You want to get a larger one, as if you're making stew. Some people make stews and they use like a large herbal ball, and they put all their different ingredients in there, all their spices and herbs, herbs, and then they close it up and put it inside the stew. And you can do that for the bath as well. And you guys, what I'll do under the link, I will put in like the things that I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and put that information in there for you. So you can use, these different suggestions. And hopefully that'll help you with this time. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I know that some people have been talking about they're, depressed and different things like that, but you want to lift your spirits, get up, have your meditation, have your prayer, do your journaling, do your exercise, do yoga or walking or hula hooping. Me and Unique, Princess Unique, we love to do hula hooping. It's really, really fun. So those are some things that you can do during this time.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I have a 5-pound hoop that I use. So I need to get a 10-pound. I got to move it up. What? Uh-oh. It
Tammy,
wasn't me.
Get your friend.
Uh-oh.
He's cutting up in the background, acting like he's hula hooping. He's moving
That's
around.
Me. You see me over here because I was at like 1 a.m. doing my hoop. I was like, I hadn't done my hoop. It was just like a crazy day. So I hadn't done my hoop. So I was like, I got to get at least 10 minutes in. So I was over there hooping last night and had my little music on. And well,
it's really fun. You did that too. But sometimes I'll do like 100 one way and then 100. And so, 100 to the left and 100 to the right. So it's really
you got to go both ways.
Yeah, you have to go. You got to exercise and move those hips. So it's really fun. We've been having a good time being Unique.
Yeah. So those of you who are going to try hula hooping, a caution. It may take you a minute to get it. Especially with the weighted hoop. I was really surprised it took me a minute to get it. And I realized what it was.
What is it?
It's embarrassing to say. But I move my hips too much.
Oh, wow.
Because with the hoop, it's really more of a back and forth. It's a different movement. And I was doing some salsa dancing or something, but I had to tame my hips. But it's so fun. It's so fun.
Really
so fun.
Is.
All right. So last time we were together, we talked about the butter.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is not really the butter. Like, y'all, let me be honest, it's not called the butter. So don't look for butter on her website. That is my name for it. But we talked about it. And she had did it on special request only. And then after our 2 weeks ago when we did ours, she brought it back. I think it's temporary. So get it while you can. So she temporarily brought it back. It's on her site and it's the butter. So if you heard the whole butter conversation last time, we won't recap, but I love the butter.
Yeah.
She's going to show it to us, talk about it. And then I also want you to talk about some of the other products that are the new products on your website. And then what we'll do is I'll show some of them too. Or actually I can show them. We'll let you do the butter. And then when you go to the other products, I'll show your website. How about that?
Okay. So this is, as Tammy calls it, the butter, but it's actually a body balm. And hopefully I'm going to try to, you know how people display stuff. Hopefully I'm doing it right. You guys, I'm still trying to, I don't know. Can you see it, Tammy?
Yes. Let me put you on the screen. There we go.
Okay. So this is frankincense lemongrass body balm. Hopefully you can see it. But I'll open it up. And as you can, I've been using it, you guys. You see a little bit of the lavender herbs. I do infuse the majority of my products in herbs. And so you see lavender buds in there. But this is what Tammy was talking about. And she said that she wanted it. And people have actually been asking about the balm. I don't know about you guys, but I have these quarantine hands. And so I did not put anything on because I wanted y'all to see. But that's what my hands look like. I normally always wash my hands. I'm very sanitary, but now with everything that's been going on, I've been, somebody laughing at my hands. I know, but
now I think they're laughing at the what you call them quarantine hands. I don't think they're laughing at your hands. Hello, although I'm not showing mine until my butter arrives.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and show mine and demonstrate. But you guys, I have been using or rather, I have been washing my hands like crazy. Just yes, a lot of hand washing.
A lot of.
So people were like, "Do you have that balm? You know, do you have something for hands for dry cracked hands?" So I went ahead and I introduced the balm back, the body balm, and so I'm just gonna put some on my hand, so you can see and just moisturize it so you can see. And so. Let me see. Let me go ahead and just so you can see everything, okay? And so as you can see, it looks much better than before, okay? And the thing about it is that with this balm, it's infused in herbs. And so some of the herbs that I picked are good for scarring and for dryness. And it's just going to help to moisturize because I don't know about y'all, but I've been washing so much, you guys, that I'm getting like cracks and kind of like little bruises. So some of the things that I have in here, like the frankincense, that's going to help, you know, with the health of the hands. Make sure that they're moisturized. I have olive oil in there. I have a little bit of coconut oil, and then I added some jojoba and some almond oil. And
Shawntai, do you see the question on the screen?
Is it good for eczema? I actually have something that I make for eczema. And I'll reach out to you. Tammy, she's on Periscope, it looks like. Is
right.
this
that's the only reason I put it out. I know you wanted to answer questions later, but that's the only reason I put it up there. So she will send you if you could let us know which platform you check your DMs, just put it in the comments so we'll have it. Just put IG, Twitter, whatever. Just put one of those words so she'll know how to find you and get more information to you.
Yes, I've had good reviews on the balms and things like that, but with eczema, I want to reach out directly to you because I have something that I make for eczema and psoriasis. Okay. With those, you got to be very, very careful. So I definitely want to help you. So please just reach out. I have good testimonies of people that have used the products for eczema and for psoriasis. But like I said, I can custom make that just for you. Okay. And so, like I said, I added olive oil and coconut oil, and I love coconut oil. For those of you that know me and used to watch me all the time, I have coconut oil in a lot of products. It's antibacterial. It's so moisturizing. And then with olive oil actually helps. It's supposed to be anti-aging. And so I like to use that. It helps with dry skin. You know, it's very, very moisturizing, very hydrating. And so not only that, but I have frankincense and lemongrass in here as well. And frankincense is really good for scarring. Hello, what is she saying, Messenger?
So she just put how to reach her. So I'll let
Okay.
you know.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And with frankincense, it's good for scarring and just like I said, overall skin health. With lemongrass, it smells so good, good with circulation, and just a really great fragrant essential oil. So the good thing about the products is that I'm not adding synthetic fragrances in there. These are plant-based. And so not only do they smell good, they're very aromatic, but it serves a purpose. Okay. And so that's the balm that she's talking about. And then I also have this is the salve and facial balm. And hopefully you can see that. And this one I made this for someone, and they may be on the live, but a childhood friend of mine was involved in a motorcycle accident some years back. And I went ahead and found herbs. Like I did not have this product at all, and it looked different. It didn't look like this. It was just like a homemade label or whatever. But I actually made that for her. Like I went and researched the herbs and carrier oils that were best for scars and cuts. And so you can use this as a facial salve. There's some people that they use it as their daily moisturizer. I used it today. And that's who I'm talking about. That is my muse. And I made that for her. And so I researched the herbs, researched the carrier oils. And then there's essential oils in there now. There's carrot seed oil, which is great for the face, great for scarring, and also, you know, the frankincense. And so those are some of the things that I use in the balm. And I'll show you something else, you guys. I burnt myself. I don't know if you can see.
Okay,
But
hold on. I gotta stop sharing. Hold on. So
okay. Okay. Well, I burnt myself. I don't know if you can see that, but it was darker than that. It was darker than that. And every day I've been just applying my balm on there, just a little bit of the balm. I've been applying it on there, and I don't know if you can see, but my skin, the health of my skin is coming back. That she's on there. She says me. Yeah, so that's Janae. But as you can see, the scar.
hold on. Let me get this right so I can do this right. Hey, Janae.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. So that's my beautiful muse. But like I said, the skin is coming back. As you can see, the scarring is, you know, pulling away, flaking away or whatever. And so I created that especially for her, and it worked so well for her. And then I started getting great testimonials for other people that used it. And so now it's available on the website. So there's a lot of different things on there. There's the balm for the body. There's the salve for the body and the skin. And then, as I told you guys, I've been running a campaign about clean scalp equals healthy hair at any length. And so I do have the 8+ hair and scalp serum. And that's also infused in herbs. I have over 8 essential oils and herbs inside of that serum, and I've been getting wonderful feedback on that and the salve as well. So a good thing is I've been telling everybody I'm here for you, you know, during this time, and so I now have Afterpay, and so you can purchase now, and you can purchase under it's a 4 interest fee 4 interest free payments. Okay, so it's like a payment plan, or what was it called back in the day, Tammy? I'm trying to
Layaway. Because we didn't say all with the syllables, but
and you know, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I use Afterpay for, you know, different websites that I purchase from. Like there's a cosmetic brand that has like natural makeup, and I always use their Afterpay because it's so wonderful. You can get like whatever you want, and then you just pay over a period of time. So, you know, I got you guys. I got your back. So if you want to try the bundles, or any of the products, you can go on there and you can use the afterpay. So you don't have to worry about paying the entire amount, only if you want to. Okay. And so I've added some wonderful things. I've added some things for the entire body. Um, Somebody asked about the hair. That's the
I think
eighth
you already
hair
answered
and scalp
that. So
serum. Yeah. And so I've been selling a lot of bundles lately, which is a wonderful thing. Like some people have been getting 3 hair serums. Good morning. I think it's
oh,
Trinette. Good
yes.
morning.
Sorry.
I've been selling. There's another bundle where you can get 2 salves if you want it and a serum, so you can mix it up for the salve and facial balm, and then also for the hair and scalp serum. There are bundles available. So that's what's available right now. And if you all have any questions, just put them in the comment section, and I'll definitely go back, even if it's a little bit later, because I have to run some errands today. Take care of some stuff, some
No.
essentials. Gotta do some.
Y'all, now let's just talk about that. Shawntai, when you with me, we can't do anything in 30 minutes. So
I know. It's like 35 minutes now.
it's been 35 minutes plus all the prep. So she's like, I got 30 minutes. And I'm like, Shawntai, you can do that with me. That's not how my show works. We don't
I
do
know.
that.
It never works like that.
But let me just say, she has agreed to come back later and answer any questions you may have after the broadcast. So if you're on Periscope, she'll probably send you a message on Twitter. If you're on Facebook, of course, she will answer it in the comments or send you an inbox. So make sure she answers your questions, depending on if it's something that everybody would benefit from or it's a personal question and you need it answered directly, then she will connect with you. So just know if you asked a question and I've missed it in the comments, it's okay. We'll get to you. We'll get to you. So go out and get the butter. Before I ordered them all. So
with this product.
she's like, I put them back. I was like, well, how many you have and how many sizes? It's like,
Right.
because I need to know how much I need to order. If I need to order like a lot of little ones or the big ones, which one? So she has 2 sizes, I think. Or you just have one on the back.
There's one on there right now, which is the 4 ounce. And then I'll have to start adding, I'll have to add some other sizes going forward. But yeah, I know that's your favorite. I actually have a customer that told me she uses it everywhere. Like she was like, I use it on my hair, my face, my lips, my body. I was like, oh my gosh. So
I
yeah.
was telling you last week, I use it everywhere.
Yeah, she said she uses it for lips, and I was like, really? You can, but I use my lips.
Oh my goodness. Please do watch the replay. So if you're just coming in, please watch the replay. And if you have any questions for Shawntai, please just post them in the chat or inbox her. You can inbox her as well. I will put up her handle here so you can follow her, and there's her website as well. So you can connect with her and get the butter. And that's the thing. So before we end it completely. So that's the thing. I was on your site and I use the butter for everything.
Yes.
And so, but I saw you had okay, let me get the name right. The one in the tin can.
That's the salve and the facial balm. That's the one
that's
that I'm
the salve and the facial balm, because I like to use oils on my face. I don't use lotions. I use the oils. So
right.
Should I do that? Would I notice the difference? Yes. Using the salve versus the butter.
You will. The thing about the salve, like I said, that salve was especially created for Janae, that had the wreck. And so those are herbs that were specifically geared towards helping the skin return, back to the way that it was previously. I will tell you this. I have a customer that was in an accident and that was burned. And I think I have what he said. I think I put that on the website. When you go to the salve and you looked at the pictures, he said that his face looked better than it did, before.
All right.
And
so you're telling me I can switch and be happy. Okay.
You will. You can still use your balm for your body or whatever. But I have a customer that buys this. I have a lot of people that just use it for their facial product as far as moisturizing because it's natural. It's 100% natural. And then I added, of course, the frankincense and the carrot seed, and those are good for just complexion health. And so I added those essential oils there. But yeah, you would love it. So you can use it and just let
Okay.
me know what you think because I always get different testimonials on that. And then another thing, Tammy, I wanted to just let everybody know I am going to put in a link from when I was able to co-author with a cancer survivor, and we co-authored in the Huffington Post. And so that gives some good self-care tips as well. And I'm going to put that link in the comment section so you guys can look at that as well.
I know. I do the most,
What are you doing over there?
The way I talk about the butt, like I use that everywhere. And so I just wanted to make sure before I change this, I don't want to, I like what's going on here. I don't want it to.
Well, just let me know. Just let me know what you think about it, because you can use that for your face and then use the balm or the butter for your body and your feet and, elbows and everything else. But
And y'all, let me just say the real name one more again because I call it the butter. You're gonna be on the site looking for the butter, and it's not the butter. It's actually
yeah.
Frankincense lemongrass
Mm-hmm.
body balm.
Yes, the body
That's
balm.
What it is. That's what it is.
Yes,
Because they're gonna be like, I didn't see it. You're gonna get a lot of inboxes. I didn't see the butter. Like, no, that's what I call it.
And it has shea in there as well, which is a natural SPF. So I forgot to mention that. I know a lot of people love shea butter, and so shea butter is in the balm. So I just want to let you guys know that. So it's all you need is a little bit. You saw what I put on my hand. Like I put a little tiny bit from a Q-tip just to moisturize my hands. And then another thing, you can put it on your feet at night. Put your socks on, and that's going to moisturize your hands. And then I would recommend just putting a little bit on before you go to bed. If you want it as a treatment, you can put on some little gloves, the little knit gloves or whatever, or you don't have to wear gloves, but just as a little treatment, you can put it on at night before you go to bed. And so that'll keep your hands moisturized, especially during this time. You do not want the quarantine hands.
Now, Shawntai, let me just say, you're just gonna get all my money on the butter because you just said something that I didn't realize. And I don't know if you know, but I'm allergic to sunscreen. So I can't wear sunscreen. And I'm a lighter sister. So sunscreen would be nice. And I wear the butter. And typically when you wear oils, you feel like you're baking. Instead, but I didn't realize that maybe that's why I do so well in the sun. It's because of the butter has the natural SPF. That's
it has the shea butter in there, and all you need is all you need.
I like that.
Yeah, just need a little bit.
So does the salve have the same thing? Because if I put it on my face, because I may have to put the butter on the face for those days when I'm out in the sun.
The salve does not have the shea butter. The salve has it has the tamanu, which is really, really good. Tamanu is good for scarring, and it's naturally like a green carrier oil, but it has tamanu in it. But it does not have a shea butter in the salve.
Okay, so now I know how to use them, interchange them. So there we go. Thank you. All right. So those of you that have joined us today, thank you so much for joining us and being here. We're going to let Shawntai get her essential errands out of the way. I have a shirt coming.
Oh, do you?
I have a shirt coming. Just about that.
I should have wore one of your shirts. I have some. And so I should just
but I have one that's going to be perfect. So you can wear that. Of course, I don't plan to, I may have to launch it early. I wasn't going to launch it till May 1st, but that's another week. But of course, it's talking about being essential.
Oh, really? Yes.
So anyway, so that's the one that I worked on recently. So I prepared for next month, but I may have to launch that one early after this show. So
launch it early or let me buy it early. One of the
because I am essential.
Oh,
Because
yes.
I do the affirmation, so of course I do the I am. So it's I
Love
am
that.
essential. So I kind of played on that, and so we'll all be wearing that when we go out, so we don't get
Yes. We need to be, I need to buy one. So send me a link. But you know
Okay.
what? Those I am affirmations, for people that don't know that is very powerful. You guys really need to research
Absolutely.
I am. It's very, very powerful affirmations to do every single day.
If I
Every day.
should say so myself.
Yes, yes. You should do
But this
you
show is not about me; it's about you. So
okay.
So if you are interested, you can definitely connect with me and find out the information. But I'm going to put up her information so you can follow her. Shawntai, any last minute words, any last minute thoughts before we
just
get out of here?
just last minute words. Just make sure you guys are, enjoying your family, those that are, in the house with you. And just make sure that you're enjoying this time. I know that Unique and I are going to do hopscotch later. We've been doing that. I have chalk here. And so we've been doing, how you make the little squares and you number all the way to 10, and just take all the laughter in. Um, Thank you, Janae. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to you as well. Just take all the laughter in from the little ones. Unique has been having a good time. She's saying that she's about to go crazy, being in the house, but then we get out and we do stuff, like the hopscotch. She really loved that. I have a telescope here, so we'll go and look at the moon and the stars, but just take time to have fun. We've been doing home economics, baking cookies. Hello, Stacy Elevated. Thank you for joining. We've been baking cookies, and we've been, making salad together and making our dinner together, and drinking our tea. Nikki loves her tea time, and just having a really good time, making things for her, like, little milk baths. She loves milk baths and bubble baths and things like that. And I don't use stuff that has a lot of that has fragrance in it. So the stuff that I make for her, it's either unscented, or it's something that I'll put a little bit of a lavender essential oil in there. But this is just the time to embrace your family more. Those that are in the house with you, y'all are together. Love on them more. Don't take things so seriously. What are you doing? Don't take things
No,
too
you said love
seriously.
on them. Yes, we
You
will.
you better love on them. I'm serious. There's so much going on right now, with loved ones, people that haven't made it, people that are on ventilators. There's a lot of stuff going on, and so just during this time, I've been able to have a lot of self reflection. I know you guys have. So don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take things so seriously. Just enjoy life and enjoy one another. And we love you guys. We love each and
Yes,
every one
we
of you.
do.
We're praying and sending positive thoughts to you and your family and your loved ones during this time. So, Tammy, thank you so much for letting
Thank
me
you. Thank you for being on the
introduce.
second episode of Catalytic Connections.
Yeah.
And you hang out with me. That's one thing I don't do, is take myself seriously or
No.
anything, because life's just too short. I've been through some things. Like, we just can't do that. Like, there's
Yeah.
other things in life, to
Yeah.
worry about. So
Mhm.
yes, so this is a great time. Thank you all for being here. We are wishing you well. And Shawntai, thank you for your time and for
Thank
all
you.
the tips and
Yes,
oh,
ma'am.
just making me
I'm,
love the butter even more. So
oh,
I don't
thank
know if you
you.
could discontinue that again. I don't know if you can put that, or you got to have a rotation. Give me a seasonal so I can stack up for once a year or something. I don't
I may
know.
just keep it on the website. But I'm here for you guys. So reach out to me at cebathbody.com, the website. Make sure that you guys subscribe so I can keep you up to date. I almost forgot to tell you guys, I should have a sanitizer available hopefully in the next 2 weeks. And so I am so looking forward to that and just helping as best as I can. So please, please, please,
Shawntai,
huh?
is it moisturizing?
It will be moisturizing. It will be very
Yay!
moisturizing and antibacterial and all of that good stuff. And so
Yay!
just sign up on the website, and I'll keep in contact with you. And I'll probably, and I know I'm going to do some giveaways for the sanitizer, just to give out and help the community. So I will definitely do some like giveaways and things like that. But please make sure that you sign up. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. You can reach me at CE Customer Service at yahoo.com, or you can just go on to CE Bath Body. Okay, so I'm here
Yes,
for
because she
you.
didn't give me that email, so I
I'm
know to put that
sorry.
in there. So I don't have it typed. So yes, definitely connect with her. There is her handle on all social media platforms. Connect with her. There's a website you can go check out things, because even if you check things out and you have questions, you know how to reach her. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all for being here. We'll be back. I'm sure I'll have her back on the show to co-host this with me. As y'all see, I just let her talk, and I went in the background and did my little fumbling back here and being that bad student. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed day.
Oops. And so thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Definitely check out Shawntai. There is her site. There is her handle. Follow her. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of Catalytic Connections. And we'll be back. We'll be back soon. So look for the announcement, and I hope to see you soon here with me. Thank you all. I'll talk to you later. Dr. Tammy, and I'm out. Bye. Yay.
You still there?
Hold on.